Okay. I love that.
Yes, it's great. I do
It
too.
gives me in such a good mood. I just want to go drinking and go honky tonking now. Why are
Honky
we here
tonkin'.
today? I got things
We're,
to do.
we're going to talk about something.
Yeah, this is my sexy look. It's Saturday, so it's my sexy look. Actually, my bra's showing, so I'm pulling the bra strap down, and this came down. I'm like, ah, what the heck? So here we go. Old and sexy in a second. So this is Deborah Colleen Rose and Luann Morse, and we're at the Crystal Clear Point Studio today with Miles and Smiles Events. And we're missing someone, Dr. Matthew Pierce, but there's a reason for that. We didn't call him.
Oh, yeah.
So we've gotten behind on our schedule. We try to keep to a schedule, and we've gotten behind. And so our last recording of the podcast, we did an interview with Dr. Pierce about what he does with his marketing and his design work and how he works closely with all of his corporate clients. But he also has a metaphysical background, which makes him really effective in working in the metaphysical community because he's not going to go, oh my God, what's wrong with you? He gets us, he's all about that, and he works with us really well. So we now want to give time to Luann because Luann has her own business besides hanging out with me and trying to keep me out of jail.
That's a hard job.
It is not. Is it? It really is. It really
It,
is.
you're in a situation and she opens her mouth and you're going, no, no, we're going
Yeah.
to let them do their thing today. We're going to do ours. You're not going to comment because
I'm the
I
one that
know
says, hold my beer and don't drink it.
because you don't have the money to bail us out today.
Yeah, I used to have really good contacts in the bail bond business because I used to own two bail bond companies, but they're all dead now. So I'd have to start from scratch. So, anyway, without further ado, Luann, tell them the name of your company and what you do, and feel free to comment on how I support you and help you.
Okay. Well, my company is Herbal Lu's Apothecary. I want to tell a short story about how it got that name. When I worked in biology at Richland College, I had many students, different nationalities and backgrounds, work for me as student assistants. I loved them all, but at one point, I had like 4 Asian girls working for me, and they all, they didn't want to call me Mrs. Morton or Mrs. Morris or whatever it was, and I said, "Can we call you Mama Lou?" Yes, you can do that. You can call me that. That would be great. So that's what I was for a long time, as long as all those girls were working there. And then after they left, it was kind of like staggered. They would be there, then the next person would come, and the next person would come. So I continued to be Mama Lou. Well, when it was time to name my business, I thought, I don't have anything. I don't know. And my girlfriends knew about this moniker that I'd been given, and they said, call it Herbal Lu. So that's
Yeah,
what.
makes sense. Okay, so let me just back up on this story just for a moment. She has two last names, and I don't know why. And I've been married 5 times, and I've only had one last name. Well, I had
That's
two in school, but I don't understand why she has two last names, and it confuses me.
Don't be confused because I'm not using the other one. I'm using Morris exclusively with my business.
You should put that on your Zoom thing. It just says Luann M,
Okay.
like you're leaving your options open.
No, it's Louis Morris. And that's also my maiden name. So there's a lot of people that look for me that can find me from my past.
Well, there may be a time you want to hide, so you might think about a pseudonym.
No, I'm not hiding. I'm out there. And so it all started when I had a friend with a mom that had this little cough. And she said, "Can you do something for my mother?" And I said, "Eleanor, tell me about your cough." And she did. And I said, "I'm going to make something for you." And that was my very first time making something. So I made the elderberry syrup. and she used it as kind of a sip it during the day.
Yeah, me too. I like that.
My recommendation, of course, is if you're even feeling sick, take a big tablespoon. If you're not sick and feeling sick, just take a tablespoon every morning.
Well, and you can mix it with amaretto, and it's really good.
You can mix it with anything you want to, but it contains honey, elderberries, cinnamon, cloves, what else? Echinacea. So this
And a
is
lot of
something,
love. And a lot
yes.
of love. You
And they're
forgot that part.
small, it's a small batch of elderberry syrup that I do. I probably do about 8 to 10 bottles at a time. So I don't make a lot at a time. I just take my time making it and boiling it down and making it the correct concentration. The honey, it has no preservatives. The honey is the thing that preserves it.
That makes sense. I've
Mhm.
used it several times. I don't get sick very often, and usually all of mine is allergy based, and it's great for allergies. I mean, it's just awesome. It really
It
is, and
also
it tastes good.
it also boosts your immune system, and keeps that on alert.
Hmm.
So if something comes along, now something like echinacea, it doesn't prevent you from being sick, but if you have a cold or sore throat, it can really help speed the healing process.
Now, that's how you got your start, was with the elderberry syrup, but
Yeah.
you do all kinds of things now, and you
Yeah.
do herbal mixtures and you do cosmetic
Well, I
mixtures.
call them body products because it's not like makeup. I do a body butter, a healing cream. I am doing a facial serum for Deborah. She's testing it out.
Don't I look
Yeah.
great? This is I guess it is filtered because it's Zoom is supposed to make me look good, but I mean, I'm an old woman. Okay, let's get real. So, and I didn't put any makeup on. I just put lipstick, so it doesn't look like I just have a gash in my face, you know. But I think for an old woman, the stuff is working pretty good.
I use it too. I don't use it as religiously as Deborah does, but
Oh, I started doing face yoga with it yesterday. So you do all these, and so I put that on because it's got an oil base, I guess, but it's not greasy. So I actually will put it on, and then I'll put a little moisturizer or CC cream or something like that over it. And that's all I'm using for foundation when I go out at night now.
it's
So,
grapeseed oil, which is more universal for all types of skin. And I probably learned more about skincare than I thought I wanted to know because I went more with the elderberry syrup. I have a wild cherry syrup that's more for a wet cough, and I have a throat spray that if you have laryngitis, if you have sinus drainage, it will put it in. You won't even notice it. It 3 or 4 sprays of that in the back of your throat. Now I do make that is a tincture, so it is made with alcohol, and there's so much alcohol that just it feels like it burns when you put it on. But
yeah,
I make this with brandy,
it is
so
nice. It is
it's
nice.
not
And you
as
can mix it with
harsh.
amaretto.
I use honey brandy. So,
It's
and one
good.
of the other things that I've been very adamant about is that I find products or ingredients for my products that are non-GMO, grown organically, grown with sustainability in mind, and when they buy their ingredients or their herbs, that it's done in a manner that is monetarily profitable for the people they're getting it from. In other words, just because they're in the middle of Africa doesn't mean they're not getting the same amount of money as someone in the middle of the European
Meaning
country.
that they're humanely run.
Yes,
Yes.
and and
So,
and sustain.
so this is what I like about what Luann does. And when we first started doing things together, I'm like, you can do things that we can promote at Miles of Smiles. Because okay, so she's taking care of the internal health with the elderberry syrups and the coughs and different things, and then she has all the things that she calls her body. What do you call them? Body lotions.
Body products.
Body. So that's the external, but she also does things with essential oils, which is the spiritual and emotional. And so we
My
have,
metaphysical creations.
well, let's just call it wookie spooky. Okay. Woo woo. Juju. Okay.
I do a chakra set with oils for each one. Each oil has a stone that goes with it. So it's in a little roller ball. If you feel like that one of your chakras is not moving correctly, you can use it. I do a clearing spray.
It's not clearing spray.
That
Call it what it
Deborah,
is.
that Deborah likes to call "Bitch Be Gone." What I have an anointing oil, and I have a little poem that goes with it. It's a Navajo poem by Anonymous. One of
I'm out
those
of that too. Remind me that I'm out of that. Need to get some more.
anointing oil.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm
I
out.
have one that the bottle and the label are all screwed up, so I can pour it into a new bottle for you.
I don't care about the label.
Okay. But you can use that any way you want to. I have some witch friends that use it as they anoint their tools with it. I have another friend who's very psychic. She actually uses some of it in her bath that she does before she does rituals.
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting. I use it for cleansing houses, just to clarify. I anoint the windows and door frames with it.
right. So it can be
So,
used all different ways, and you don't have to be witchy to use it. It's
or
just
bitchy. If you're bitchy and use it, you won't be bitchy anymore. Hopefully.
anyway. What else do I do?
Well, you do the customization. See, this is what I love about knowing Luann is I'll go, look, I want this. And it needs to be able to do this. And I think it needs this, but I don't know what else it needs. So fix it. And she
And I
does.
and
And
I
it,
like to fix it.
yeah, and it turns out great. And so we have some specialty packages that we offer at Miles of Smiles events that Luann came up with. And the first is that we're able to set up a little shop at an event, and we can very quickly assess what oils this person needs based upon some questions they answer, and we can customize an oil that will help them with clarity or brain fog or relaxation or anxiety relief. And so, I mean, that's a real great service. And then
Right.
you came up with the wedding package, the romantic essentials. Tell them about that. That's pretty cool.
Well,
So,
that's where we get the bride and the groom to agree on some essential oils to put into a little roller ball. And they actually offer that as a favor to their guests. We can put their name on the bottle, and if they want to name it, they can name it, but just their names and wedding date, and advertise it as use this little essential oil that we designed especially for this day to remind you of the fun you had, or remind you of our union, or whatever they want to say.
well, and spiritually, I think it's got a power behind it as well. If people want to think about it, is the fact this is the first thing the couple have created together as a
Correct.
couple.
Right.
It makes
Well,
a great gift as well.
I'm sure this may not mean a lot to some people, but I am a Reiki master, and I do infuse all of my products with Reiki energy. I mean, it's just a natural thing that happens as I make things. And I think that some of my metaphysical friends find that important to them.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. It's just like everything has a meaning to everybody. But that's the thing about it, is that that's part of the customization. Because, like, for instance, we were going to do custom lip pots to do the kiss readings. And then we were able to go back to our old way of doing it because the provider came up with it. But at the same time, we can still offer custom lip pots as also as a glamour gift for any kind of event. And I love the original color that you came up with, that we called the desert rose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a beautiful color. The lip emollients are wonderful. I keep one by my couch and put it on at night while I'm watching TV and stuff, just to soften my lips and stuff. So the thing about it is you can call Luann and say, I have this problem. And she goes, I can come up with a solution.
Yeah, right now we're working on a solution for pain and swelling in the legs. And actually, I have an acquaintance from high school that told me she's having pain right in her middle of her back. And I said, well, I'm not sure that this will help for that, but I need people to try it and give me, feedback on it. So I'll be glad to share that with you. So we're working on, I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but it's going to be like the skin solution or something. I don't know. Deborah will come up with a good name.
I will.
And,
we're a good team together.
So it's going to be about massaging the essential oils into your body. And I'm going to use a product that helps your body absorb it faster. It will have preservative in it, but this is a plant preservative. So it's all natural preservative, a natural product to help keep, because the skin, to put it on the skin, the acidity needs to be like 4.5 to 5.5. So you need to keep that acidity through the life of the product. And I have a magnesium stearate, which is also has a chemical name, but it is a natural product.
Well, and I want to stress to anyone that's watching this is that Luann is a retired nurse.
Yes.
She has a medical background. The thing that she is very careful about is finding out what medications a person is on and what supplements that they're taking so that she can cross-reference those so that people don't have an allergic reaction or go against any of their medical treatment. So it's not like, one-stop shop. I mean, this is something that you really want to have customized a lot of times. And
So
there's some things you can buy, but some things you need customized.
That's why I gave it the name apothecary, because that indicates that I'm actually making something, that I'm compounding something, and that's what I do. Some of them are compounded to my requirements, but I can do like my high school friend. She said her doctor told her not to take turmeric in a pill form, and I said, "Does he have an objection to you taking it topically?" So she consulted with him because this has to do with her heart medication. I mean, I'm not about you giving up Western medicine. I'm about you using Eastern medicine or Chinese medicine or herbal products that help enhance whatever it is you're doing.
Well,
I
I don't even
recommend-
so much as Eastern. I think it's just good old common sense because a lot of things that you do, I can remember my grandmother and stuff doing, like my grandfather would give us elderberry wine for when we were coughing at night. Now, my dad kicked it up a notch and we used to get bourbon and water, hot toddies. So we kind of weaned into it,
But it does help,
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of physical things that happen with the addition of alcohol and those kinds of things that our grandparents and great grandparents did happened naturally because of the constituents and the things that the products of the time, which were honey, lemon, alcohol, they did it common sense, like you said.
Well, and going back to the body stuff, I have given samples to people that I have met at events and stuff that are very well off and can afford some of the best products in the world, spending thousands of dollars, and I just get rave reviews when I get to talk to the people again about the results that they get. So, it's all about being open-minded, trying new things, and also having someone that can sit down and kind of figure out what your body is doing and why it's reacting the way it is and that type of thing. And I've always done really well with holistic stuff, So,
There's a lot of people that won't do anything else if it's not natural, holistic, or I guess that's why I mean, I could buy essential oils from Amazon or Walmart or anywhere, but I don't know what the background is for those products. And I do buy a particular brand, two particular brands from on Amazon, but I have researched the brands. I have researched the companies that make those brands, and I want to make sure that what they do is what I say I provide.
Well, and you listen to people and you adjust, and I mean, I'm always calling them and go, look, I like this, but can we do this instead next time? Or can we add this? Because I know my skin pretty well, and I know what it reacts to and stuff. But I've never had a bad situation. We just always are up in the ante. We're always improving of that type of thing.
Well,
And
with this new product for your legs, you're going to
I'm
have to
excited.
take, we're going to have to do a sensitivity test. You usually do it like right on the inside of your arm right there, because that's probably the most sensitive skin.
Well, we're probably gonna have to wait till after I get through my varicose vein treatment too, but to do that, because I mean they're tearing me up. I'm not sure this was a great
Well,
decision,
it's
but
not ready yet. I just got my preservatives in the mail this 2 days ago. So I
well,
am formulating what I want to put in it.
tell people where they can find you, and where they can go see things on the website, how they can email you, and that's we'll just encourage y'all, reach out to Luann, ask her
Yeah.
questions,
Yeah. If you have
challenge her.
questions, if there's something that is not providing what you need, even if it's a product that's on the market, or, sometimes it's a product that has something in it you don't like the preservatives that happen to get in there. But okay, so you can find me at my webpage, herbal-lu.com. So that's herbal-lu.com. Or you can email me at herballu1105@gmail.com. Or you can call me at 214-662-6032 and leave a message, please, because sometimes I don't hear my phone. Sometimes I got my hands and stuff. So leave a message. I heard you on YouTube, or Deborah told me, or I saw such and such, and I want to talk about it. So just leave a message so I know that you are interested in herbals.
Yeah, in worst case scenario, Herbal Lu and Miles of Smiles events collaborate. Luann and I are really good friends. In worst case scenario, contact me and I'll put you in contact with Luann if you can find me easier. So, and I'm only saying that since you're watching the podcast that I'm sponsoring. So,
yes, yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate this. And so this is Deborah Colleen Rose, private investigator at isgu.com, party entertainer, intuitive interactive entertainment at Miles of Smiles events, and just a little bit of everything and not enough of anything at DeborahColleenRose.com. I just came up with that. That's pretty witty. So, all right. So we will see you guys next time, and it'll be the three of us again. So we will have Dr. Matthew Pierce joining us. So anyway, y'all have a good day.
Bye now.